Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Trust Me, I'm an author. This is our very first episode, official episode. Last week I was just kind of explaining what we were going to be doing. So this week we are going to really get into it. And what we are going to talk about this week is how do I publish my book? Well, that's an interesting question. You have many options out there. You have the three main ones. You can choose to try and get a publishing house to notice you and publish your books for you. That's option that most authors want. Two, you can do what I have done, which is publish as an indie, an independent author. So what that means is your book is out there, but it is all on you, baby. It's from, getting your book ready, editing, marketing, covers, everything. It's all on you. And then the third option is called vanity publishing. And that's really where I want to talk more on this episode with you about. Basically what vanity publishing is they are companies that offer to publish your book and do a variety of things. They all have their own different little, things. Usually at fairly exorbitant prices. Most of them start off in the high hundreds and go up to the thousands. And they make it sound like, if you publish with them, by God, you're going to get everything. The unfortunate thing is everyone in the publishing world knows who these vanity publishers are, and they usually hold rights to your books of some kind, and you publish under their names, and you are going to, I'm sorry to say, probably be shunned because of it. Indie publisher, or not indie, but vanity publishing is probably a step lower, believe it or not, than an indie author. And indie authors are pretty down on the scale, which is unfortunate but true. And the biggest problem with vanity publishing is they will take advantage when they can of any author that comes under their little umbrella. What they offer is never usually as good as it sounds. They'll give you what they say. It's not what you think, if that makes any sense. So they promise big, and if you get anything back, consider yourself lucky. So I would like at this point to say to any new authors out there, I am going to very much encourage you never to go with a vanity publisher, because the disadvantages far outweigh any advantages. The cost that they incur and is never equal, honestly, to the returns that you're probably going to get from them. If you cannot get a traditional house to accept your book, I am going to recommend that you do and follow my route, which was to become an indie author. Because as an independent, you control your books, you control where they go, you control how much goes out, you control your budget and everything else. The sad part about either vanity or indie publishing is, of course, is getting your audience, which is, I'm sad to say, very difficult. There are, we have a select pool of readers that we all vie for, all, several million, however many authors there are out there. We are all vying for essentially the same audience. We want readers to follow us. So the big problem is getting them to come to us. How do we do it? Ways that we can go about doing it, we will discuss more in other episodes here. So, but I would like to encourage every single, specifically a brand new author, to really look over your options. Traditional publishing houses is the gold standard. And while indie authors have a lot of great books, and even vanity published authors often have great books, the thing of it is to be a published author under a publishing house name is the gold standard. So to get into them is difficult and can be time consuming. It requires a lot of persistence and a thick skin. You will probably get hundreds, if you're really dedicated, of rejection letters before you find someone that is willing to take a chance on you. Because the thing of it is when it comes to traditional publishing houses, what they are looking at is, are they going to get a good enough return on you to make you worth their investment? Because they're going to give you an advance, more than likely, which they are hoping will balance out through the book sales that you will get, and the money they will invest in editing and proofreading and covers and marketing and promotional materials and everything else. So they look at you and go, can you give us a return? And not just once, but many, many times. So if you are a writer that takes time to write, traditional publishing is probably not going to be a good home for you, because they often have time requirements. We need X amount of books in X amount of time in this particular genre. Once you get into a publishing house, you're often locked in to a particular genre as well. So, these are all things that you have to think about when it comes to how I want to publish my book. I am now going to offer you a fourth option, and that is with my publishing company, Indies United Publishing. We are different. We are a co-op. We do have our publishing standards that you can read all about in our frequently asked questions. But we are different. We are not vanity publishing. Then again, we are not traditional publishing either. We are a co-op of authors who are working together cooperatively to bring attention to our books and to readers and find our audience. So if that is something that might interest you, please go to my website at www.indiesunited.net and see what we have to offer. I did tell you about the others all first. I'd like to, because I kind of want you to see what's out there. But we do offer a fourth option. We are different, and I hope that you will give us a look and see what we can do for you. So anyway, next week we are going to talk about the importance of editing. Yeah. Anyway, so everyone have a great week and take care. Bye-bye.